Buenos damn dias, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. And I got to give a big shout out to my girl Yvonne in the great state of Texas, the Lone Star State. I appreciate you. Now, something's happening. Trump is over there at the G7 summit in Biarritz, France. I don't even know if I said that shit right. I know my people in Canada are like, what the fuck did you just say? I don't know a lot of French. I do know some French, but all those letters have 4 words. I'll show you I know how to use those. So he's at the G7 summit, and he gets a phone call from somebody. Bring. Hello? Hey, what's up, China? What you guys doing? All right, that's good. What's up? Yeah, we can sit down and do a deal. Them tariffs hurt, huh? Yeah, I figured they would. I knew you'd come around. Yeah. Let me get back stateside. We'll work something out. All right, peace. I doubt Trump ends his phone calls by saying peace, but that's what I think. China wants to do a deal. China is hurting. Now, all these short-sighted fools and the mainstream mediocres will tell you that Trump's tariffs on China were a disaster. They're only going to hurt the American people. It's funny. Only certain times they act like they give a shit about the American people. Not when it's important. Not when it's some shit happening at state and local levels that really affects us on a day-to-day basis. They don't give a fuck about our towns being overrun by illegals, the crime, what it costs us. But the tariffs, horrible idea. Remember when Trump got elected, Obama said he would need a magic wand to get the economic numbers where he wants them to be. They forget this man wrote a book. What was it called? I don't think it was called The Art of Doing Stupid Shit for No Reason. I don't think it was called The Art of Short-Sightedness. I don't think he wrote a book called The Art of I Don't Know What the Fuck I'm Doing. I think his book was called The Art of the Deal. So no matter how you feel about Trump politically, or you think he's a racist, or he's just an orange-faced dummy, he's a frat boy. No matter what you think about him, one thing I think and hope we can all agree on is that this man knows something about a deal. He knows how to negotiate. So now China has tucked their tail and are coming back to the negotiation table. That was the plan all along. And speaking of, I said Trump is racist. That reminds me of something. Last night, now on my YouTube page and my Facebook page, I've posted these things by this girl that I used to work with. You talk about far left-wing, blue-haired, there's 16 genders, all the crazy-ass people you see online, the girl going, no, when Trump got elected, that level of crazy. That level of political craziness. And she's in the Democratic, she's a Democratic Socialist of America. So I posted all these outrageous things she's put, like abolish white people, even though her mother's white, whatever. I'm sure the family dinners go real well. But I posted all this crazy left-wing shit that she's posted. So last night, she posted this thing on Instagram of her and some dumb friend of hers at some rally in Sacramento, and they're holding this Democrat Socialists of America rally, or Democrat Socialists of America banner, and some bullshit, something like, something about Nazi blood, taking Nazi blood, like, yeah, let's fuck these Nazis up, right? And so I put, weren't Nazis socialists? Because she's holding up the Democrat Socialists of America banner, so I put, wasn't Hitler socialist? Weren't Nazis socialists? And so this other dude I know, he chimes in with some stupid bullshit, and it devolves into Trump's an orange fucking idiot, right? It always goes back to the Trump insults, because these fuckers, you can't fill a thimble with what these fuckers actually know, right? So then she replies about an hour later, and she gives me this bullshit definition of a fascist. And the first part of it says right wing. And then he goes blah, 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 whatever. I said right wing. I said this can be applied to either side of the aisle. Fascism is not exclusive to right wingers, right? I'm like, wait a minute, that can be associated with either side of the aisle. And I said, our country knows nothing of fascism. I don't understand why people want to live in a socialist society. And anybody who lives in one doesn't want to. But please check out my video from yesterday where I talk about how I believe we got into this climate change religion bullshit. It's because of our excess. That's why dummies like her want to live in a socialist country, because we have so much excess, we have no real problems, so we start looking for them. And then she goes, well, and I wrote something, I wrote that to her, and then she goes, well, I don't think that you want to listen, so we're just going to save our energy. Peace. I was like, that's what I fucking thought. You guys are so stupid, and your fucking response is only based on emotion. That can only take you so far. Where you stop with your emotion, facts will keep going for miles. But that shit was funny to me. I didn't insult her. I didn't call her names, although I could, and if she called me one, I would have unloaded a dump truck full of insults on her face. But I didn't. But what I told her was the truth. It was facts. Her feelings couldn't stand up to it, so I don't want to waste my energy. Get the fuck out of here. You waste your energy at these stupid fucking socialist rallies. Anyway, let me back to what I was talking about. This shit pissed me off. So China wants to come back to the negotiation table. And Trump was like, great. This is awesome. This is a good thing. This is the right thing to do. I knew it would hurt at first. But ultimately, we're all going to come out on top here. We'll be on top, but you'll be right below us. You'll be like we'll be number one, you'll be 1A. But this is how it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to get shoved around the economic playground and bullied. When we had that Ken doll crotch Obama in there, that's exactly what happened. China took control. China gave him a swirly and said, give me your fucking money and your economic power. You're not a real man. Neither was the one before you. That globalist chump, Bush. So Obama said, China, here you go. Here's the keys to the world. I'll sit back here. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to be in your way in the first place. I will not look you directly in your eyeballs. A straight chump. A puss, a pushover. That's what he was on the world stage. Trump is regaining control. This is how, and he's not being a dick about it. He's not like on some tyrannical shit like they say in the media he's a dictator. If he was a dictator, American tanks would be rolling across the earth and our flags would be popping up everywhere. It's going to be good for China. It's going to be good for us, but it has to be good for us first. We're in the driver's seat. How the fuck are we sitting back here footing the bill for the rest of the world to have a good time? For China to be in power? No. No. We got the spotlight. We'll take care of the rest of you, don't worry, but we are in charge. You're not fucking us over anymore. You're not stealing tens of billions of dollars from us every month with nothing to show for it. It's like us paying for a party that we can't attend, we can't go to, we don't get an invite. We're paying for the drinks and the food and the music, but we can't come in. Fuck that. Trump kicked in the front door, went up to the DJ booth, and took the microphone. It's our turn now. China, come on over. We got a nice, long, shiny conference table for you to sit at. But we are taking financial control of the world as it should be. Tired of China fucking us over. Taking our jobs, taking our money, and our president going, here you go. Here's my wallet. Make sure you empty it out. I will refill it and return it. That's what we had. Fuck that shit. We knew it'd take a little while. It always hurts to tear that Band-Aid off. But it's off now. So let's get to work. Let's negotiate to where we are the number one, by far, superpower in the world. The world is a better place when we are in charge. Of course, we have our best interests at heart. America, number one. But the rest of the world will be better off and safer if we are running things. Now, I'm not saying we need to be around the world policing every little fucking skirmish that takes place. I'm talking about financially. Financially, when we set the tone and we take charge and then we pull out our pocket lining and the rest of the world grabs it and follows behind us, everything is going to be all right. So let's see what the mainstream mediocres have to say. Let's see how they twist the story. Let's see how they give the credit to somebody else. These motherfuckers will probably give the credit to China. They will somehow give the credit to China, the very country that has been robbing us blind. They will give the credit to them. They can't give it to Trump. They can't give him a fucking win. To give Trump a win is to admit that they were wrong, and they cannot do that. They're too far down that rabbit hole. They're too far down the road of stupidity and lies to turn back. I'm trying to remember what the name of the video was, but I told a story about when I was in the Navy. We went out, I think it was in Puerto Rico, and we got fucked up. We had just gotten paid. We were underway. We were out to sea, so we couldn't spend a lot of money. So our bank accounts were swollen, and we had to relieve the pressure. So we went to San Juan, Puerto Rico, went to a bar and said, if I give you this, give me all of that so I can put it inside my body. We were shitty that night. So I come back, and the next morning, somebody's all pissed. Man, who pissed in my boots? He comes up to me and says, Green, I heard you pissed in my boots. And I said, man, I didn't piss in your fucking boots. What do I look like, some kind of amateur? You better get the fuck out of my face. And then I go away and I think, oh shit. This, you get little blips coming back from the night before. I was like, oh shit, I did piss in his boots. But I was already too far down the road of I did not do it, and my pride would not let me admit that I was wrong. Now, I tell this story in a little more detail. And yes, I did end up buying him a brand new pair of boots and left them there for him anonymously. I never admitted to my wrongdoing, but I tried to make it right. But the mainstream mediocres are too far down that road. There's no fucking way they will admit that Trump is right in any way, shape, or form. That's all right. We don't need you. We only need our president to have our best interests at heart. And it looks to be that way. So I will keep you updated on this. China, you look good with a tucked tail. Come on back to the table. Let's make this shit right. Now, I am on my day off, so I'm about to get knee-deep and enjoying it. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.